Hello everybody. Breaking news from Syria. So I make this live as I just saw the news. I gathered information as much as possible. So I have a breaking news from Syria. US soldiers were attacked today, just like 1 or 2 hours ago. The news are coming. There were 2 US Army soldiers were killed and 1 US civilian interpreter was also killed. 3 US soldiers were wounded, and the reports of 2 Syrian security personnel injured from the gunfire. The US military has not yet released any names of the fallen service members or the interpreter, pending family notifications, of course. Who is responsible? According to the US Central Command CENTCOM and the Pentagon, the ambush was carried out by lone Islamic State ISIS gunman who was killed by allied partners forces on the ground. Syrian state media reports indicate the attacker was a member of the Syrian security forces with extremist leanings. The location happening in Palmyra in central Syria. It's an area where the US forces have been engaged in a counter ISIS operations and security cooperation with local forces. Forces involved were part of their coalition mission supporting ongoing anti-terrorism operations, including key leader engagement with partner units. The US government response, Pentagon reaction, Defense Secretary Pete confirmed the death and stated the attacker was neutralized. President Trump vowed the US would respond and pursue those responsible if US forces are targeted. US officials stressed that ISIS remnants remain a threat even as the footprint of US forces in Syria has been reduced. This appears to be the deadliest attack on US forces in Syria in several years and comes amid evolving security dynamics following regime change in the country. The incident highlights the ongoing risk from the extremist groups like ISIS despite their territorial defeat. So I will go deeper in the news. I put on the screen. We're gonna go headline by headline. How is the sound, by the way? Nice and clear? Okay, so let's go over the headlines and gather them fast with the use of the AI. It's the easiest way to get fast headlines with the sources. Also got actually, let's see the videos from Twitter, some videos. Here, shortly after the US forces were ambushed in Palmyra Syria today, resulted 2 dead soldiers, 1 dead interpreter, and 3 wounded soldiers. I've stated that I'm withholding sharing my information until there are statements from the authorities. The purpose of the attack. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see the videos. It's a video here.
Allahu Akbar.
You can see this F-18 Hornet.
Allahu
American
Akbar.
plane. It's like an hour ago for this video. Okay, not ready to attack. This is a video here an hour ago. Let's see. We see patrols, US patrols. There's no sound on this one.
Allahu Akbar.
Syria after the IC attack on Syria, American forces report. This appears to be I don't know, F-16, maybe F-18, cannot really tell. Flying over Syria. Okay, so let's cover the news by headlines on this specific attack. A deadly ambush in central Syria near Palmyra resulted in the deaths of 2 US Army soldiers and 1 American civilian interpreter during what the US military says was a counter-ISIS engagement with several others wounded. The attacker reportedly affiliated with the Islamic State group was killed by Allied forces on the scene. This is by Reuters. This makes one of the most serious combat fatalities in Syria in years, indicating persistent ISIS threat focused despite the group's territorial defeat. The attack occurred amid joint operations with Syrian forces, suggesting vulnerabilities in combined patrol security. Pentagon confirms the gunman was neutralized by partner forces, highlighting immediate tactical response effectiveness. Washington signals position retaliation directives, adding pressure on ISIS remnants and allied network. Let's see, actually, Trump, he said he would retaliate. Let me find the post. I think it was by the White House. Yes. Let's show the post by Trump. We mourned the loss of 3 great American patriots in Syria, 2 soldiers and 1 civilian interpreter. Likewise, we pray for the 3 injured soldiers who, it has just been confirmed, as doing well. This was, so the wounded one, they are doing well. That's good news at least. This was an ISIS attack against the US and Syria in a very dangerous part of Syria that is not fully controlled by them. The president of Syria, Ahmed al-Sarraj, is extremely angry and disturbed by this attack. There will be very serious retaliation. Thank you for your attention. So Trump just said it. They will retire. He said, exactly, he said, there will be very serious retaliation. So he's not joking there. We know Trump, when he says something, he does it. Washington signals possible retaliation directives, adding pressure on ISIS, remnants, and allied networks. Operational impact may prompt enhanced perimeter security protocols for U.S. units across Syria deployment zones. This is by Reuters. ISIS ambush a U.S. in Syria in surprise. This is which... Headline 2. President orders post-attack review of Syria force posture. Following the attack near Palmyra that killed 3 Americans, President Donald Trump vowed retaliation and announced a comprehensive review of U.S. troop dispositions in Syria. The White House reaction underscores heightened U.S. readiness to respond to extreme violence against its personnel. A strategic evaluation could adjust coalition forces protection standards, potential diplomatic notices to Syria partners around joint patrol security. Trump says we will retaliate. This is a report is from January and onward on the situation in Syria. Okay. Headline 3. Islamic State claims responsibility, so they claim it already, for deadly Syrian attack. The Islamic State group reportedly claimed responsibility for the ambush on US and allied forces near Palmyra, asserting ongoing operational capabilities despite heavy pressure from coalition forces. So they are not refugees from Al Jazeera. Okay, next time I will not get them. But if they say they claim it, have to cross that. Validated intelligence assessment that ISIS cells remain active in central Syria. Possible signal of renewed attempts to stabilize joint coalition efforts. Threat emphasis on rural regions where government is weak. Let me just do a fast search and see from other news if actually ISIS claimed responsibility. Find other sources besides Al Jazeera. I would like to cross from Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera sometimes it's just do propaganda, so I want to cross it. Yes, there is on NBC News, ISIS claims responsibility. There is on NPR. There is on Reuters. Yes, so I can say this is it's not propaganda by Al Jazeera. It's actually all the news they say the same. Let me show you here from Reuters. Islamic State claims responsibility for deadly. Wait, that's an old one. Sorry, that's an old one. Let's see. Sorry, let's do 24 past hour. ISIS on the unfortunate to take Syria. Okay. 2 US troops, civilian interpreted killing in ISIS attack. This is from the, I don't know this website, first time I hear. The 2 US service members, 2 minute read. Okay, this is old photo, but this is a current news. Okay, here on this one it says actually ISIS has not claimed responsibility for the assault. So Al Jazeera could be just doing propaganda, so don't take that as news. It could be propaganda from Al Jazeera. I will avoid on the future any Al Jazeera news. We know we've been avoiding on this channel. So he said this, let's see another site. Okay, there's some website, but I don't see any. Let's see, Reuters. 30 minutes ago from New York Times. Actually, maybe they haven't claimed it yet, but everybody said that it's an ISIS attack. So, 3 Americans killed. The advertisements. 3 Americans killed in ISIS attack in Syria. This is from New York Times. 2 soldiers and civilian interpreters were killed while supporting counter-terror operations, the Pentagon said. It's 2:30 p.m. ET time. Okay, we can say it's ISIS. I don't think they claim it already. They will not be so fast just to claim responsibility, but it's them who did it, according to everybody on the ground. Okay. Syrian state media report that members of Syrian security forces were wounded during the assault near Palmyra, underscoring dangers forced by ally local partners. First US combat deaths in Syria since Assad's fall. The fatalities marking the first US combat losses in Syria since the collapse of Bashar al-Assad regime, emphasizing renewed instability and threat resurgence in the region, reveals persistent gaps in counter-terrorist dominance, encourage the assessment of rules of engagement, may influence public support for US Syria presence. So we're going to see how this attack will affect the support that US is doing currently in Syria. Two US service members and 1 civilian killed. This is by the LA Times. Trump says we will retaliate after 3 Americans killed in Syria. It's an article here. We went through the major points before. Pentagon launched an investigation into the cause and lapses. The U.S. Pentagon has launched an investigation to security lapses and whether there were intelligence warnings prior to the ambush. This is by Bloomberg. Aims to refine threat detection and early warning integration could lead to updated field protocols for safe engagement. Investigation outcomes may shape future training priorities. Headline 8, U.S. forces heighten base security in response. U.S. commanders across Syria are reportedly increasing defense measures at the forward bases and patrol routes following the deadly attack. Enhanced fortifications may defer future ambushes, signal U.S. emphasis on force protection. So it looks like it was a big wake-up call for USA to assess the risks in Syria on their personnel, on their soldiers that's based there. And it looks like after this incident, they will, besides retaliation, they are planning on upgrading or enforcing or fortifying more their bases in Syria to protect the people there, of course. ISIS pocket remain a persistent threat in Syria. Despite official defeat, the Islamic State insurgent cell continue to execute lethal operations, as evidenced by the recent ambush and other sporadic attacks reported in rural Syria. Okay, that's for the breaking news of this sad news actually. Breaking news of the last hours on the attack. I don't know if I should cover anything else. If you like, we can also see why is this Palmyra in Syria. Let's see the area. And actually, let's see what the base they have there. Let's see if we can find it on the Syria USA bases. Let me open Google Earth first. See if we can see the location first. Google Earth Pro. Okay, let's see where this Palmyra in Syria. Okay, this is where Palmyra. Crowded city looks like. Okay, let's see if we can find what the bases are. This is the US basis Syria map. Okay. I can zoom on it. Here it's Palmyra. They have a base there. The US has base. The Russian actually have bases. Where's the? Okay, it looks like left Palmyra. It's actually some Russian bases. This is very low. Let me see if I can zoom on this. Let's see, this map is very bad. It's very small. So I believe the. Okay, let's see a new one, 2025 one. Because I believe some of the bases of the Russian, they already left them after the last incidents, before when the regime fall. Okay, give me a second. Okay, according here to there's a basis in southeast Syria, in Al-Tanf Garrison. There's a US base there. The main traditionally larger US military base in Syria, where US forces have been stationed since 2016, and which continues to operate. There's in northeast Syria, in Hasaka region. There's no any base near Palmyra where the incident happened, so it's not close to a base. But the U.S. forces are operating in and around Syria, central Syria, including patrol and anti-ISIS operations in Palmyra region as well. But there's no any U.S. base near Palmyra. I found some more news on the matter actually here by looking for the base. I put on the screen. After the attack near Palmyra, wounded US troops and personnel were evacuated by helicopter to the US base at Al-Tanf, a major US garrison in southeast Syria near the Iraq-Jordan-Syria border. This is according to the Liberal. Let me just confirm the article is current, it's not old article. Wait. It's still an old article. Why it shows me this article? Okay, sorry for that, cannot confirm this one. Okay, I guess that's all I have for today. I will come up if any other news. Do you believe US will retaliate, as Trump said? Let me hear that on the comments, on the chat. This is by the AP, Associated Press. Trump pledged retaliation after 3 Americans are killed in Syria attack. President Donald Trump was Saturday that there will be serious, very serious retaliation. That's what he said on the press, on the Twitter. After 2 years, US servicemen, America and Syria were killed in attacking Syria, and that the United States blamed on the Islamic State group. This was an ISIS attack against the US and Syria, and a very dangerous part of Syria. The American told the reporter that the White House that Syria's President Ahmed al-Sahara was devastated by what happened, and stressed that Syria was fighting alongside US troops. The attack on US troops in Syria was the first with fatalities since the fall of President. Nothing new here, we've been all over this. The shooting took near place Palmyra, according to the state Sana news agency. Here it says actually the casualties were taken by helicopter, so it's confirmed that before what I said. To the Al-Taf garrison near the border with Iraq and Jordan. The Britain-based Syria Observatory of Human Rights said the attacker was a member of the Syrian security force. Okay, that's an old article, but they show us here the base. The Al-Taf military outpost in southern Syria, as seen on October 22, 2018. Odd photo of the base. All these advertisements. Let's see something new here. Nothing. Let me do a Google search. Let's put here the last hour, in case you get something. By MS Now, 42 minutes ago. Financial Times, 2 US soldiers civilian killed attack in Syria, 36 minutes ago. Trump says we will retaliate, 53 minutes ago. US forces attack in Syria, Syria says the Pentagon, okay. Washington Post. And joined U.S. Syrian security patrol was attacked in the city of Palmyra. The Pentagon said in Syria state agency reported. 2 U.S. soldiers and American civilian interpreters were killed on Saturday in an attack in U.S. security patrol. 3 other U.S. soldiers and 2 members of Syria security forces were also injured. From what we know, they are doing well, what Trump said before. U.S. officials in the state agency said the attacker identified by U.S. Central Command as the lone gunman and a member of the Islamic State militant group was killed by partner forces. Okay, so let me see what you're saying on the chat. Is there anything else we didn't cover on this? We find anything new we don't cover around the attack of the Syria, of the US forces in Syria? Historically, the key precedents since 2015, when the US troops partnered with Kurdish-led Syrian forces to fight ISIS. Okay, since we are here, let me give 5 free memberships. Whoever's on the chat, let's give 5 free memberships. Enjoy. Let's see what are the lucky ones. Old School Phil, Daniel Blacksil, Michelle, Carol Light, and Juliana. Juliana, welcome back. You got the free membership. I think I saw today on the other stream we have for 24 hours the Venezuela. I also included a couple of the Thailand today. That you said maybe you get gifted. It looks like you're lucky. You got gifted by me free membership. By the way, the memberships they go randomly. I cannot choose who is getting them. Just YouTube choose them randomly. It looks like I have the super thanks 2 times on the screen. Yeah, I have it 2 times. Let me remove one of them. So, welcome back, Juliana. Welcome to the channel, Caroline, Michelle, Danielle, and all the cool school. Anyway, since we are here, let me do a fast search. If there are any news we can cover about Israel. I know you're all dying to hear news about Israel. So let me just do a fast search. If there's some news, so according to Israel, Gaza. Give me a second. Give me just 1-2 minutes. I'll be back with the news if there are any. Okay. Let me just prepare it. Okay. Let's see. The news from the last 24 hours we want to get. And what just about Israel, Gaza. Actually, let's see what we can get around to grain in Russia and all the rest. Okay, let's see. I see about the cut power across south Ukraine. That's we covered it last time. About the drone strikes, okay, something we covered last time. Thailand, Cambodia fighting continues. We'll cover this. I don't see something new here. Besides, it says port clashes with heavy weapon artillery strikes persist along the Thai-Cambodian frontier. Let me see when by road is here. Okay, I don't think anything worth covering. Let me just to focus on the if there's something for Israel Gaza that we should cover. I'm searching for the last news on the last 24 hours, just on Gaza or Israel. I want to confirm before I say anything. Okay. Okay, Israel says that the kid is a senior Hamas commander. That's an hour ago, I see the news here. Okay, I'll put it on the screen. Israel assassination strike, senior Hamas commander killed in Gaza. The Israel military claims has killed Raed Shaed, a senior Hamas commander in a target airstrike in Gaza City. Israel authorities say Shaed was instrumental in the weapons production and linked to the October 7, 2023 attack on Israel, intensifying tensions amid fragile ceasefire. This by Reuters, the article. I have it open here. It's an image of a car here burned. Israel said Hamas commander is okay. Let's see what they show us here. Okay, that's the news. Let's see this. Okay, that's going to open. Okay, this is about the Gaza civilian. We did it yesterday, last night. Okay, that is we did. That's just basically the newest is about the kill of Raed Shaed. Let me see if I can find something on Twitter about that. Yes. There's a video on Twitter. Let's put it on. This is Shaed, Raed Shaed. There's a video here showing the attack on the car. Yeah, you see, let me put it, I can put sound. We have sound, let's see. There's no sound. Or I don't hear it. Here I want to show the attack on a car. It says here, breaking confirmed the Israeli Air Force has eliminated Raed Shaed, a senior military commander of Hamas terrorist organization. This footage captures the moment on Israel drone strike hit his vehicle in western Gaza City this evening, killing him on the spot. So this is a footage of him, of the kill. There's a footage after here. Captain Hamas eliminate, it's okay, it's a French, I don't know what language is that. And shows the car actually that they hit. It looks to be a drone strike. Here it's a
استهداف الآن لسيارة غرب مدينة غزة ونحن في وقف إطلاق النار. للأسف هناك أكثر من 3 شبان داخل هذه السيارة استشهدوا وإصابات.
Okay, so there you have it. We have a video actually of the actual strike. Okay, thanks for watching today. Like, subscribe on the channel. Join us as a member. Thanks all for who joined already. And
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, stop. Okay, sorry, my Alexa don't say her name. Thanks for all the members who joined already, and I hope we see you on the next one. I will come up back if there any breaking news at any moment. I will be right back, and we're gonna continue making live streams, covering whatever is going on, any crisis, any conflicts, any ceasefires broken. We will be here. So don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to get notified when we go live, and join us as a member. And thank you all the lucky winners of today's stream of the 5 memberships I gifted before. Juliana, welcome back. And the 4 other new ones, welcome to the channel. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace.